Hi, it's Lauren. Thanks for watching this Whimsy Stamps video today. I'm going to be sharing how I used die cuts to create this cheesy card. We are going to be using the new Rat Attack stamp set. I have all of them stamped out, but I'm just going to color my little rat here in the cheese. I've sped up my coloring quite a bit here, and I'm going to show you how I colored each section or each color of my rat in his little cheese costume, or maybe he's actually in the cheese. But I'm starting off with my brown grays and coloring in my rat. I outline with my darkest, and then I bring out that color a little more with a mid-tone, and then completely color my rat in with the lightest tone. I repeat that for his neck, hands, and feet. For his ears, I'm going to use a couple shades or a few shades of pink, again outlining with the dark, bringing that color in more with a medium tone, and then coloring the whole space with the lightest tone, and that will give him some cute little pink inside of his ears. I was going to do the nose the same pink, but then I decided to go with a darker gray. So I'm using ice grays to create more of a black nose. And then I brought in a cream color and my colorless blender just to add some color to the teeth so they're not super stark white. After all, he is eating lots of cheese. And I'm using my golden yellow colors to color in my cheese. Again, same process, starting with the darkest and creating an outline, then bringing in my medium tone. And it wasn't as orangey cheese as I want it to be, so I actually colored, even after coloring everything with my lightest yellow, I went back over with that medium tone because I'm using this very orangey and yellow paper from the new 6x6 paper pack called Autumn Hues. So I wanted my cheese to be closer to an orange color. I'm using the scallop die from the Quilted Rainbow Inlaid die set to cut out my cardstock and make this fun looking rectangle piece that will fit nicely on an A2 size card. Now I'm using the Pierced and Stitch Circles die set and using the two smallest circles, and I'm going to create some holes in my cheese background here. So I'm just showing you how I laid most of them on the edge of the card. I also had a few circles actually on the rectangle to create a look of Swiss cheese, or the cheese that our rat is poking his head out of. So I'm going to put those dies away and bring out a card base and put together my cheesy background. I'm going to be using a combination of foam adhesive and wet glue to put this background together. I also have some temporary adhesive, just using a roll of repositional tape on the back of this rectangle piece, and I'm going to center it to my card base. I had originally intended on doing a top folding horizontal card, but as you probably saw in the image of this video, it ends up rotating because I needed a little more space for the sentiment. But at this point, it doesn't matter. So I placed my rectangle with all the circle die cuts with my repositional tape to the center of my A2 card. And then using wet glue and puzzle piecing those little circle pieces back onto the card base, I'm adhering them all down. So the inside of my cheesy circles are going to be glued directly to the card base. And once all of those are placed, I can pull off that rectangle piece because it was just temporarily put onto my card base thanks to that repositional tape. Now I'm going to cover the whole back with some foam adhesive. I'm using scraps from my little circle sheet here of foam adhesive. Nothing goes to waste in my craft room. I pulled up all of that release paper, and now I am placing it onto the card base, using those circles as a guide to make sure my rectangle is nice and centered. And there you can see I have a cheesy background. I'm using my bold ABCs and my Cutie alphabet set to create a sentiment. I'm going to pull out the word hugs and the ampersand from my bold ABC set, and I just wanted to make sure it was going to actually fit on my card. So I'm laying out that hugs word and the ampersand, and I'm already doubting that I'm going to have enough space at this point, but I was like, you know what, we're going to die cut our letters and figure it out from there. So I'm going to take my two alphabet die sets and I die cut hugs and out of some white cardstock, and cheeses from some black cardstock, and I mix matched my dies to create a fun sentiment. And that's where I was like, I've got to rotate this. It's not going to fit. So once I'm happy with how it's going to lay out, I'm going to use my grid mat to help me line up my sentiment, the hugs and then use some repositional tape to pull that up. So that way when I apply it to my background, I know it will be centered and in line because I use that grid mat to help. I had to readjust my U just a little bit, so I'm playing with my sentiment there, and once I'm happy, I'm going to get out my wet glue and those little foam circles you saw earlier. I know that I need some foam circles on the H, the U, and the ampersand because of the die cuts in my cheesy background. So once I have those all placed, I will pull off the release paper and then use wet glue to glue them down. I'm going to repeat this process for the cheeses sentiment as well, but I'm going to glue it down first and then add in some foam circles, but they're going to be cut in half because the die cuts are so much thinner and a full circle die cut won't fit behind the cheeses sentiment. But I'm going through the same process of lining it up on my grid mat, using repositional tape, and then adhering my sentiment down. After I'm done adhering my sentiment down and it's looking pretty good and my die cuts are stable with those foam dots, I'm going to work on adding in my cute little rat. Never thought I would ever say that in a sentence, a cute little rat. I'm going to cover the back side of it with foam adhesive just like I did with my background. And I'm going to pull off that release paper and center him to that open space on the bottom of the card. One of the ears that I had some foam adhesive on needed an extra piece because it is over one of the holes in my cheesy background. Once I was done, I thought it needed a little more, so I have these extra die cut hearts in some yellow cardstock. You may recognize them as the fallout pieces from the Slimline Hearts backgrounds die. I've been saving them from a card I made a long time ago, but never wanted to toss them because I thought I might need some cute hearts on a card, and today was that day. I placed some hearts in various sizes all around my card using some wet glue to adhere those down, and now I'm bringing out some sparkle embellishment to add some shine to all of those hearts. Here is a final look at the card. I hope you enjoyed this process video and you do some fun crafting with all of the dies in your stash. You can use the links down below to purchase anything that you see on this card today. And don't forget to head over to our Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook group for even more inspiration. Bye!